who supported you to this point?
Yeah, it's a blessing. It's been 4 years of my life that I've kind of done this recruiting process, so it's kind of a surreal moment because my family's been a big part of it for a really long time now, and I don't know where I'd be without them, and that was a big reason why Kentucky was the place for me, because they can come watch me pretty much any Saturday they want to. The other places, they were really good places, and that's why I was really considering, and this is why it took a pretty long time to make a decision, but Kentucky's the right place for me. It's about the people for me, and they had phenomenal people. Both baseball and football staffs, absolutely phenomenal. And my family, they're going to be there every weekend to come support me. So you obviously see there's a bunch of them here. I have an absolutely fabulous family where there's a ton of us. So for them to be there every weekend and come supporting me, it was a big reason on why I picked Kentucky.
What the other end of that phone line sound like when you told both coaches, I'm coming to Lexington?
Coach Hamden, I don't know what he did on the other side of the phone, but it sounded super fun, and I wanted to be a part of it. He was super excited, and he texted me and my family after, and it was kind of special for me because he told me it was one of the better days in his football career so far. So it was special for me to, have that moment with him, and Coach Minge was also super excited, and Coach Minge kind of just let me have the football kind of take over and let the baseball kind of play out. I think he did his part early in January, back when I took my official visit, and he put on a phenomenal official visit, and I think he trusted that what he did there was going to carry over. And once football kind of took my recruiting by storm, I think he was confident in it, so I don't think he was too surprised. He was super excited also, not as excited as Coach Hamden, but he was super excited. I love how he runs, Coach Minge runs his program. It's through Christ, and my family's big on, everything happens for a reason, everything happens through God. So Coach Minge and Coach Hamden and Coach Stoops, who have all, Coach Kuzi, who's helped me through my recruitment. It's where I want to be. It's where I feel this family. I feel it in Lexington with that staff. So can't thank them enough. They've been on me for almost 2.5, 3 years now, and it's been love since the beginning. So showing love back, and we'll make it to Lexington next year.
The heck of a story here, just driving to this place and realizing, wow, this is the best player in Ohio. What would you tell Mom and Dad tonight, Matt?
Thank you. It's been a journey so far. I think we're just getting started, but when they decided to put me into sports and my dad quit college coaching to focus on me and my sisters, I think it's paying off, because I'm making my commitment now, and in 2 years I bet my sisters are going to be committing to another big SEC, Big Ten, ACC program for softball. So what they've done for me, I can't put into words, because it's not enough for what they deserve. And to the rest of my family who supported me for a really long time now, I can't thank them enough, because what they've done will never match what they bring on Friday nights. And when I'm not feeling great and people are maybe I don't feel the greatest on social media because I didn't play well, they're always with me, and don't look at that crap, and what they have to say, it's staying on us, and I can always count on them. So it's been support for a really long time, and I think that's, like I said, Kentucky's close to home, so they're going to be able to support for the next 3 years, 4 years.
Such a unique thing to play football and baseball in the SEC. Have you started to wrap your mind around the challenge it's going to be to do both at such a high level?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I think I'm built for it. I've been doing it my whole life, and when I think of myself as a player, I think I'm a competitor, and I love to compete. So I need to compete for more than one season out of the year. So if I can do it in the fall, there's too much time in between, fall to fall. So I need something in the spring to do. So baseball comes, and I'm ready to compete in the spring. So I think people think it might be too much, but it's what I signed up for, and I'm ready to go. And I'm going to put 110% into it every day.
Matt, the news came out last week that you would say your commitment date from then till now? Any anxiety, any nerves? What was that like?
No, I think my family probably had a little more nerves because they kind of set this whole this great event up. But for me, it kind of just came to me one day. I made the decision about last week, May 28th-ish date, and I called them, and I knew I was going to make the decision when it just came to me. And that day it was like, Kentucky's the place to go. Kentucky's where my heart is. And after that, it was kind of relief. It wasn't, pressure like, oh, did I make the right decision? It was relief. And, that's how I, could tell myself it was the right decision.
How did your family react to the news?
They love it. I think, my mom probably wants me to stay a little closer to home, so I think she was all for it. And but ultimately, they were going to support me either way. The schools that I had in mind, they love the coaching staffs everywhere, and I can't show enough respect for how much effort they've put into me, the rest of the coaching staff. So I'm really thankful for them too, and the process they've put me through. I think I've matured as a human being through this process. But as far as my family, I think they're ready for it to be done also.
How important was Moeller to your process of getting to where you are right now?
That might have been the best decision I've ever made. Moeller's been nothing but a blessing for me. I think, being thrown in as a freshman into the playoffs also helped me, mature a little faster, and, cameras being around helped me mature. But it was the best decision I ever made. I was going to go to a local school, didn't end up going to a local school. Making a 40-minute drive to Moeller every day is not the easiest thing to do, especially as a high school kid who wants to wake up late and sleep in. It's not something I can do, but it's the best decision I've ever made because it's not just sports there. Obviously, the sports are phenomenal, and they win state championships, I feel like, every year in something. So it's not just that. Obviously, it's something you go there for. You want to win state championships, but just the people that I've built relationships with that are going to be past high school and past college. And I think they've set me up for success to where I can go into, a job interview later on in life, and I can feel confident in my abilities because of the maturity level and the standard that they hold at Moeller High School.